day. It's Madison with Restorative. I hope this finds you having a lovely day. Thank you for being here. I want to just touch base again and remind everybody to not stop talking about Save the Soil. It's really important. And if you're looking for ways to be like, how can I help save the soil? Or what does this mean for me? Miss Teal Swan just did, I was like, whoa, go girl. She just did a really great video on different things that you could do to help save the soil and different awarenesses. And I think that's really fun. I always enjoy learning the different perspectives on things, as well as like when you really take time to be informed about something. Like that effort and that acknowledgement does not go unnoticed, and then you start to become part of that change because of the effort that you see and you take. La 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 la. It all just moves forward. So if I could encourage you to please do something along the lines of at least acknowledging the fact that soil is so important and the nutrients. I watched I watched a show the other day, and like they were like shoveling the chicken coop, and he was like, we need all this poop. So true. And that's just like a weird little fact about how nutrients and all this stuff goes, but it's like it goes in the earth, comes out of the earth, you know, all that stuff. So buy cool seed packets. If you like tomatoes or even that stuff, I'm not telling you to even grow it right now, but just have the seeds and have a little pot of soil or just things. Like, just look for ways, okay? Because I'll tell you, even me, like, I really like to, I like to make my own ranch dressing because I really do love ranch dressing. But I also knew that all the ranch dressing that I was putting on everything in my life wasn't like the best ranch dressing for me. And I found a way to make it vegan and so garlicky and so much parsley. It's like an actual cleaning agent for me now, and it still tastes better than any ranch that I've ever had. So anyways, like, but because of like the way that I like that or whatever, and getting dill sometimes was harder here in Juneau, or even to, you know, want to grow the parsley. I had a cool little, somebody gifted me a hydroponic grower thing, and I grew vegetables with, or not vegetables, but herbs, and it was so fun to be able to just clip my dill to make my ranch, or just to add it in, or to just know that I had parsley right there and I could just grow it and clip it. And parsley, gosh, you know, parsley is often an accentuator, that's right, I'm sticking with it. It's an accentuator to your to meals. Like, people put parsley on the side, they just move it aside. But honestly, incorporate where you can more parsley. It's fantastic, phenomenal for like cleaning your blood and working through all that. So, gosh, just look for different ways that you can add more vegetation, or you can grow more things around you. Look at your patio, your windowsill, your just, gosh, look at your land. What's your land like? Look for ways to help save the soil. And I'll leave it there, but I just really want to remind everybody that I'm not done thinking about this, and there's a lot of people that are really wanting to take this to the next level on how we can really just ensure that our soil has the nutrients to keep us growing strong. So that part. Okay. Woo! Hashtag save the soil. Again, Sadhguru, Teal Swan. Check them out. I'm not the only one talking about it. Well, I'm talking about it because it's serious, but I'm talking about it also because they are talking about it, and I really do think that we are at one of those critical points where we can make a huge difference right now. Okay, cool. So that's the soil. Fine-tuning your frequency. I want to share that idea with you. so much is happening around us, and I keep bringing that up because it's not stopping. It hasn't gotten less froggier out there. It's actually gotten a little bit more intricate, I would say, as to all the different things that people are growing through, the awareness that's creeping up. And so, you know, a lot of us are really growing through some fun stuff, like in our inner being. And because of that, it's almost like this awakening, perhaps, of our vibrations and our needs and our very, very, very personal relationship with ourselves, our spirit beings, our connections. All of that is so very personal to you. I want you to remember that, right? Because it's so easy to look around and gauge our beings from what we perceive from others. And I say it that way because if you're gonna judge yourself or grade yourself based on what you see around you, man alive, babies, give yourself the biggest curve ever. Because I can tell you this, what you see playing out in front of you is so much different than what you feel, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't this grand illusion that they keep calling it, of life, circumstances, fears, manipulation, shenanigans on all fronts? That is something that you perceive, albeit however you choose to do so, versus how you feel and what feels right for your being, your heart, your soul, your all-encompassing selves, right? So at this juncture and all junctures moving forward, please work so hard to separate that. What's real, what's illusion, and what's my feel. Your feelings are what's going to carry you to all the levels that you're trying to achieve, avoid, all those things. And when I say this, it is in the caveat of fine-tuning your frequency, because, you know, even when they talk about chakras and the energy there, when you get to the throat chakra, they say, these wise ancestors of ours, they say that we don't find our truth until a little bit later in life. And people are like, oh, this, that, or whatever. I'll tell you why. It's because you have to actually grow through so much and experience so much before the wisdom in your words match. Okay, and that's really important, right? If you think about it, when you're younger, or when you don't know something but you really are a part of it or something like that, you can just say a lot of things, you can wish for everything, or you could put a lot of vigor behind something, and then you're like, oops, just kidding. Or you want something so bad. I can remember just wishing for certain things. Of course now I'm like, thanks for not. But these are things, right? So as you grow and as you age and mature, you'll notice that the words you speak, or the fine-tuning of your energy, of your being, you spend a lot of time whittling away the no's. And I appreciate that. It's hard to appreciate sometimes, because I'm like, man, all I do is find out what I don't want or what I don't like. But then then again, the things that I love and care about and just love so much are still the same, so that's cute too. But, so that's your voice. Okay, so that's your words, your voice, your intentions, those little things. So fine-tuning your frequency is a lot less of going with an outward flow where it's like red flags and no's every which way but loose. Versus kicking in and finding your frequency with your connection to your higher being and all that cosmic love and energy. That's you, okay? So that's where this fine-tuning comes in. You almost have to be an energy ninja of, you know, that's not real, this is. That's not real, this is. There's some truth to that, but it brings me back to this. Like, it's all heart, frequency, energy, space. So the more that you fall in line with what your true authentic integrity is. Authentic integrity means that it does not have to make sense to anybody else. Because your inner core being will let you know, like, if it's your authentic truth and integrity. Make no mistake. Not everybody wants to drink your Kool-Aid. Don't worry about it. More for you. Or somebody who's super thirsty. Plus, don't share your Kool-Aid with everybody. They're not using it right. Clearly I'm in a great mood. So with that fine-tuning of your frequency, continuously working to etch out the things that don't fit in your frequency and that you don't have room for anymore. Be okay with that not being okay with everybody else, because it won't look the same, and that's all right. I have to tell you, this isn't a time to where we're really just gonna have to sit there and take it, or just continue to be okay with things. And I guess that's the same as sit there and take it, but it's like truths, real truths of so much are right there for everyone on purpose. However, we get to choose how we see things and how we choose to be seen. And even furthermore, you don't have control over the way that you are perceived by everyone. And I actually appreciate that too. Because you need to remember, if you can, that rejection is protection. And sometimes you come off in a light that might not be so flattering for somebody, but that's more of a protection so they don't get too interested in what you got growing on. Remember that. Light attracts light and dark on purpose. So when you're fine-tuning your frequency, be sure to continuously add more things that you love, that you feel soul nurture from, things like that, because that's going to continue to elevate your vibration and your frequency in life, right? Oh, I did that. That was natural. I just did that little lift up. That's just me and my toes. Even those little bits like that help you so much. Also, I want to encourage everybody that feels uncomfortable or weird about life right now. Get weird. Get a little uncomfortable. We're not meant to be comfortable right now. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because if you're comfortable in what's going on, that might be another little nod as to that's not okay. The other thing is our spidey senses are highly growing. Our spidey senses are around us. That means intuition. That means hearing more truth, to situations that may not feel right or comfortable, please don't unacknowledge that. Acknowledge it and jump in a little bit. I'm asking everybody to dig in a little bit deeper into your truths, because what you'll find is your truth is so special and unique to you. And when you do that, it's almost like you can't see anything else but the truth around you. And it unmasks so many things, and I appreciate that. It also will protect you in ways that you had no idea you needed protection. So continue to love your energy, love everything about yourself that you can, especially things that are like, what? Like, if you think you have a flaw, imagine loving it and embracing it and continuously loving every bit of you. I love the parts of me that don't want to do things and that knows that sometimes, because I'm the only one that is cleaning my kitchen, that I don't care if I let it go a few days or a few extra days, because I'm the one gonna do the work. As long as you know that you're gonna do the work and you take full responsibility for the work that needs to be done, and it will be done, because that's what you do, is you handle stuff. You're solid. Don't let anybody break your stride. Our lives are our lives. We're all here for a reason, and it takes all kinds. I'll say that every time. Every little quirk that you have is exactly every little quirk that we need to make this work. I'm gonna go now. I love you. Take such good care of yourselves. Take care of other people. Fine tune your frequency. Make you the best you can be. Realize that that's not gonna even remotely be perfect, because we're not supposed to be. We're supposed to be someone that we love, and if we're doing things that we love and we're taking care of people and we're just doing that stuff, we're all right. I love you. I'll see you again soon.